Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome back to Planet Explorers. Today is Colony Day. I'm pretty excited to get this going. Now behind me you can actually see I've got something down. In fact, I have two things down and three things down. You can see right here this is a repair machine. Now what happened was I've actually gone and bought everything I need for the colony stuff. This being the assembly core. It's kind of the main base, kind of the main starter of the colony, I suppose you could say. It's the center of everything. And this being power, obviously we really need that. And I put the repair station up here because I intended on using it right away. But here's the deal. I was actually going to pick these things back up and kind of bring you in and show you, placing them down, how that works. But what I didn't remember was that once they're down, if you go to pick them up, they'll lose 10% durability. So I thought, you know what? Let's leave it there. You get it. You understand how that works, right? So we're just going to do that. Now, another thing you may have noticed is I've got a bag on my back. This is a new jetpack, so I just picked up one of these as well. So we can do some pretty cool stuff here, obviously flying around. I burn through the battery a bit as I do this, bottom left, under the number 3 and 4 hotkeys. But I have another battery, and we will be able to recharge them soon here in the colony. So let's get to work. Let me bring up my inventory and show you what I've got. I've got 7 more structures that can be placed down right now. Now, hold on a second. So one of the things you need to know about a colony is that they draw mobs. The mobs want to come around and attack. They get drawn to it. The game may even actually spawn mobs in to attack these. I think that is the case eventually. You get waves coming in. So anyway, like that big guy in the distance, he's probably going to be here, and then obviously we've got this guy running in. Now an interesting thing to note is that I've found that at certain angles here, if I try to shoot guys, it's not hitting them, like something's kind of blocking my shots. It's interesting. This one seems to be working just fine, for the most part. I hope you can't reach me. Ha! Too bad. Let's see, where's he at? He's almost dead. There we go. So this is kind of a regular thing that we're going to get as attackers. Again, this guy's probably going to come rolling in here. But let's go ahead and try to get some stuff down. Now, one of the downsides about the position that I put myself in here, as far as the base goes, is we're on a hill and there's not a lot of flat space. Now, I did put down some flat wood section here. Over here, I think I dug a little bit out. Is that what I did? And then I placed this, and then the dirt was actually clipping into it here, so I kind of shoveled this off of it a little bit. But we're going to have to keep kind of doing that in order to use this space. But let's actually bring up the core stuff. Let's see, it's Alt-C. Now, right now I don't have much down, so there's not a whole lot to look at. Our first tab here is for personnel, and we don't have anybody yet. And this is stuff that I haven't really played with because I think the last time I had a colony, which was 2 years ago, crazy. I think it had management stuff for characters, NPCs, but I don't remember to what degree. A lot of this is going to be kind of either new to me or me trying to remember how it works. If we go to the assembly core here, you can see that we've got a shield class level 1 that we can upgrade to. I actually just bought the last bit of iron that I need. I was just short, so I just bought some. And the chipset, I didn't have those, so I bought those. So we're ready to actually upgrade this. Let's go ahead and do that. So that's going to upgrade in 10 minutes. That's cool. You can see that we've got a number of objects here that we can have right now. For example, we can have 4 dwelling beds. We don't have any put down right now. We are going to change that. Under machinery, we only have the repair machine. That's what we've got up by the house. So that's the only thing there. And if we come to power, you can see that we've got this much time left, 78% essentially left. And I would need coal. Now the funny thing is I thought I had coal to put in here. But I looked through my inventory and I guess I didn't, so I either accidentally sold it intentionally, I accidentally sold it on purpose, or I didn't have it and I'm just imagining things. But that's where we're at now, so let's actually look at some things to put down. Let's look at what we've got. I have a medical lab, that could be interesting, and I don't actually know what some of this stuff does at all. A processing facility, I'm really not sure what that does, but I'm very interested in. A factory replicator, I think this is this system, basically for crafting. It might allow us to craft more than what we currently can. If I recall correctly, it may have recipes in it that I don't have. Trade post, I have no idea what that's about. This might be only usable in multiplayer. I'm not sure, but I bought it anyway. We have a quarantine tent. I guess I can go there if I'm sick, maybe. Recycle machine, the way I think this works is that I could put, for example, my car in there, I think, and I would get the wheels, the engine, the cockpit, that stuff back. I think that's how that works, which could be a very cool thing because I drove some of you nuts by not connecting the wheels to the rover, but also the big bumper and everything may be causing me problems with the damage. Because it's so big, it hits things and causes damage to the car, so it might be good to break the car down and redo it a bit. And then finally, I do have some storage here. So anyway, those are the things that I have now. I did buy a turret. You may recall I had 3 of these. I sold them back when I was kind of buying this stuff, and then ended up with more money, so I just bought one again. And then I also bought a big one, an artillery cannon. So we have a lot to do. I'm going to go ahead and kill these guys, and then we will get to work. Okay, so I had some fun times while you guys were away. I basically kept getting attacked over and over again and was trying to figure some stuff out, and the assembly core was destroyed, so I had to get another one. That was fun. But anyway, I've got the assembly core in. For those who don't know, there's a big sphere around the place. That's a visual effect I've turned back on. It indicates the area of your colony is centered on the assembly core. The lines on the ground are emanating from the power source here, the power plant. That's an indication of where you can put things to have them be powered. So for example, if I wanted to build out there, I would need more power. What I did was I went ahead and I put the guns up here, if I can land up here. I've got the artillery here, the sentry gun there, so that's cool. But one of the things I've noticed was I was looking at putting down the recycle machine, and I can't do it because we are not, this assembly core does not support that right now. Let's actually check out that full message again. I want to show you and also remind myself. If I do that, it says the prefab has exceeded the allowed allocation supported by the current assembly core. So that would sound like the assembly core needs to be upgraded, right? Now when I go into the assembly core, we can upgrade the shield, which I've done. I had the parts for that, so that's been purchased. And you can see here, recycle machine 00. I'm hoping that this upgrade accounts for some of this stuff, but I don't know. It might just be a shield upgrade only. I don't know. So we're just going to have to see how that goes. Now, when I click on the machinery here, and I've got the repair machine, you can see I'm getting this error message that I have insufficient skills. So that's the next thing I want to take care of. We're going to go ahead and open up my skills here, which is Alt-T, and you're going to see I have quite a few because during this episode, the last episode, actually I think even the one before, I've been killing a lot and gathering a lot and not spending points. So I've got a bunch to spend now. Let's actually jump to, is it engineer? I think it is. So we've got repairability. Oh, and that's just straight up, that should be it. Let's go ahead and click that. I had originally, when I first saw this, I thought this would actually repair. Or sorry, give us the ability to make the repair machine. But that's probably all we needed to do. Let's look at this replication factory. Unlock factory replicator. Let's do that. Now I would say, ooh, maybe this will unlock our ability to put it here. But we were able to place down the repair machine regardless. So what else do we have? Enhanced recycle ability. Unlock enhanced machine and recycle machine. All right. Custom made vehicle. Able to synthesize, customize vehicle. I don't really know what that means. Synthesize, because synthesize to me is part of the crafting, and we already can make the vehicle. I'm probably missing something there. So let's see. I mean, we could just go ahead and buy these things. 50 points. We have quite a few. Obviously, we could dump some more into combat and everything, but I really kind of want to focus on getting the colony up and running. So let's look into this. Synthetic time minus 3%. Let's just do a few on here. These are 20, so it's not too bad. This increases it even more, which would then translate out to here, I'm sure. Basic replication skills. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about this other stuff just yet. I'll go ahead and do that for now. And I think we'll get into the other skill stuff a bit later. Right now I want to focus on the colony. So let's bring this up again and just see. Okay, so the recycle machine is still not there. So we are going to have to wait for this, I think, and just see if this upgrade pops things up. It's entirely possible that when this upgrades, maybe only one of these appears, and then maybe it's not the one we want. But if that's the case, then we will put down whatever it is that we can. In fact, as part of a test, let's actually try to put something else down. How about that? We'll see if it gives us problems. I'm just gonna actually, let's look at storage. Oh my gosh, is storage really big, or am I just like super close to it? Let's get over here. Let's try to do this from a distance. Pan this back a bit. Let's try that again. I don't remember storage being this big. Okay, so it was just because it was all in my face. And you can see it is green, so apparently we can do this. Now storage might make more sense to have up here, right? You know, next to my base where I'm kind of walking in and out. But one thing to consider about this, if I recall correctly, is that your NPCs are going to move back and forth between storage quite a bit. You'll put things in there and then they'll access them. So if I'm going to do things like farm, for example, and that's going to be out here, I don't want it all the way over there. So I think I may put this maybe a bit closer to here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll drop it on the back side of the assembly core. Let's do that. We'll try to line this up somewhat. Something like that. And then we'll turn it. Okay. Let's close you. Now I just heard an enemy, I thought. But I don't see anybody. Okay, cool. Let's check this storage out. Look at all that space. Oh, storage can't work without electricity. That's unfortunate. We're just outside the range. Let's get this. We're going to lose some durability. The turrets, for example, they don't lose durability, so I was kind of hopeful we wouldn't here, but let's just go ahead and grab it. This typically isn't the target of enemies anyway, so let's see here. There you are. Probably closer to this side of things. Yeah, let's just do, I'm trying to think. Yeah, we could do a farm even right out here, so I think this is okay. Maybe what we'll try to do is put it right here. It's not like it's really going to be my way. I tend to jump over everything. So we'll just kind of put this right here, I think, for now. And cannot work without electricity. Now, here's the question. Does it have electricity? And it's just giving me that tip? I don't know. Let's try to put some things in here. Cool. So anyway, I think we're good. I might have even been good back where I was, seeing that message now. While I waited for the upgrade to happen on the core, I put a wall around it, at least on these three sides. And I'll probably do something up front as well. We can do a door, make this look kind of like a more normal building. At least similar to what we have up here, perhaps, in that kind of style. But for now, I just wanted to get something around there. I thought that might actually help as creatures been coming from the other side. Get a little bit of protection. Now, the bad news. It actually upgraded, but all it did was add the ability to have the enhanced machine. I think that's the one. And then it increased the numbers of some things. Like dwelling beds was 4, now it's 10. So some things increased, but you can see the recycle machine. It's still not something we can do. Now we have a couple other things. I can't remember if I have the incubator or not, but I do have the processing facility, medical lab, couple other things too, the replicator, which I think we may do the factory replicator. So we have some more options, but we don't have the recycle machine, which is unfortunate. But let's go ahead and do this. We do have this platform over here to place something on. So I'm going to kind of pan out here a bit. And I want the, let's see, where is it? Which one is it? The factory replicator. I kind of want to see what that's all about. Let's move this. Let's see what kind of space we're dealing with here. So this actually fits on there pretty well. Let's just, I think here's probably fine. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. So let's go ahead and check that out. Close. Go away. Let's see what this is all about. Factory replicator. Okay, so this has all of the things, I would imagine, that I have recipes for. Maybe it has more. I would have to compare. I'd have to look and compare. But high capacity laser rifle handle. A lot of this is familiar, but I don't know. Well, a lot of these say new as well, so but I know I had this one. So anyway, this may only do exactly what I already knew. However, I think the bonus here is that you can queue a bunch of things in here and essentially walk away from it. So you can just have this cranking stuff out. So that's pretty interesting. We can definitely get something going there. For now, I don't have anything in mind to make immediately. Maybe if I have bullets, yes. Okay, but I don't have gunpowder. If I click gunpowder, can we make that? No, because we don't have charcoal. Charcoal is made from these guys. That's unfortunate. I sold a bunch of fat. I just got rid of a bunch just because. But we can get a whole bunch more. Oh, look at this. You can cut it out for meat. How interesting. But it does take 12 to 1. Okay, so that's quite the process. What I'm really curious about is, can you... It would be nice if you could just click this and then it would know to go through everything. Granted, I don't know if this is based on... It must be based on your inventory, actually. I don't know if it could pull from storage. That's, I guess, something we could check. Let's say, for example, we were going to... let's see. I'd have to find an example of something that I have in my... Oh, you know what? That's easy, right? We basically take copper. I'm going about this all the wrong way. This is in my inventory, but let's take it out and put it in storage and see if that still works. Oh, not here, Weem. This is power. You want storage. That's over here. Okay, storage, inventory. We want to drop all my copper in there and then see if it's still available to choose from. That's here. 95 of those. Can I not put those in there? Or we just have something else weird going on here. Come on now. There we go. We have all of our copper in there. So let's try that again. That'd be pretty cool if it did work out of there. Okay, unfortunately it does not. That's a bummer. But that's okay. We could at least drop some things in there, queue a bunch of things up, and let that run while we're gone. Let me get my copper back. Kind of want that with me. Well, I took a nap and slept through the night, and we are back now, and there's a couple more things I want to do here. I want to look at the repair machine, kind of show you this. I was just checking this out a second ago. So we can totally repair the car. If I throw in the Weem Rover, you can see it requires a whole lot of materials here, some of which I don't have. Water is very easy to get. 2 steel, not really a problem. The chipset, I think I can craft these, but I could buy those too. Glass. And the fuel cell. So there's some things we don't have, but these aren't too big of a deal to get, so that's not too bad. I also have my gun, and its durability, as you can see, is 24 of 73 currently. Now, I wasn't sure if durability loss would also bring attack damage down. I'm looking at that 107 and thinking that I thought it was higher than that, at least a little bit, so it might, but I don't know that for sure. If I bring this over, you can see we're pretty good here. We just need a little bit more iron, and again, the water's pretty straightforward. These are things I can get relatively easily, and of course I can buy the iron, no problem. So that would help. Now you can see the durability is 24. It looks like if I do this, it would add 50, which would just be 74. And if we mouse over, you can see it's 73, so it would max it. I don't know if it's always going to be 50, like if the durability had 300 more to go, if you'd have to do this 6 times. I'm not sure, but that's all I can tell for now. So anyway, that's not too bad. I was pretty excited about having this because I knew my gun was taking damage. I knew the cars obviously were taking damage, and I would want to get them repaired. So it's good that we have that. We just need to be getting more materials. I think what I need to do is go on a mining run. That's what I really need to do. Okay, next up I wanted to look at the power plant. If I bring this up, I did buy some coal. You can see I've only got enough to kind of do this once. It takes 7 and I have 10. But the supplies left and the time remaining on this is pretty good. It's not too bad. So I think I'll probably leave this for now. Because I'm a little afraid that if I do this, it won't be very efficient. Like, it might fill it up and I won't get enough. I'm sure it doesn't go over 100%. So I'd rather let this go down a while before I do anything like that. Now that we've got the colony up and we got the storage down, you can see that this is now integrated into the system, as well as the factory for crafting. So again, we can access everything from this one point by bringing up the colony menu. Now, I actually want to look at skills really quick and spend a few more points before I decide what to do next. So let's take a look at that, because we do want to kind of learn more about how these skills work. Even though we're really focused on colony and I did spend those things, I was thinking about it. I thought, you know what? I want to dig into this a little bit more. So we obviously have build stuff. We're pretty familiar with how this stuff works here. So I could get a bit more into this, especially because I want to build things around our colony. I want to build walls. I want to do some buildings around some of these components to make sure that they're, you know, as protected as can be. So you can see, obviously, this helps us get a little bit more creative. It gives us some cooler options. So yeah, we can do that, but I think right now we're pretty good where we're at. The engineering we had looked at just a bit ago, so that's fine. That was part of the colony stuff. The drive stuff I'm not too concerned about. This unlocks ships, this unlocks the aircraft, and I do want to make an aircraft for sure. I definitely want to do that. This driving around stuff, not so much. I like it. I like having a car and everything to drive around, but you know, flying is just way better. And then there's a huge aircraft. I don't know the difference between, I assume it's in the builder you choose just like the vehicle, I guess. There's a small and a large vehicle. That's probably the difference. Come on, Weem. Combat is definitely a thing that I want to get into some more as well, but more on the hunter side because we're doing a lot of range stuff. You can see I'm actually pretty maxed on this. We could put one more into here for range attack plus 20. Yeah, or maybe it brought it 3 more, something like that. That's probably what it was. Max equipable ranged weapon. We're pretty good here so far. I don't know if I need to worry about that. Obviously we can buy it if the time comes. Hanger limit, degree of comfort. Is that supposed to be hanger or hunger? I don't know. I don't know if this makes a whole lot of sense that way, especially with comfort being mentioned there. I'm going to go ahead and increase that. We've got the points. We still have 300. Might get rare resources from a monster. Oh, let's definitely do that for sure. Yeah, max weapon. So I'm not too concerned about that. We already went through these. Let's get to work. So digging. Well, we're talking about mining, right? This is definitely going to be a big thing. Right now, we have points into the max equipable tool, which we do want to keep up because I've got some access to more stuff now that I've been exploring a bit. So let's go ahead and cap some of these things if we can. I definitely want to get into that. Damage to terrain, sure. I'm watching my points there. Excuse me. Not going to worry about that just yet. More resources. Let's do that. What is this, 50? Getting spendy. I can only do 2 there. Or, well, 2 here. And probably if I put points into here, I can get this guy. Might get rare resources when mining. Ooh, I kind of like that. Okay, we may not get there, but I can definitely get my skill points. Oh, really? I still don't have this. Maybe you have to max these guys out or something, or maybe you just have to have a point or 2 into some of these things. But now we're out of points, right? I can afford basic mining skills, but that seems kind of wasteful. I don't know. I think that's good enough for now. I'm going to actually hang on to those points because we're going to kill some things and be doing some other things that get us points, so I'm not in any kind of rush there. Now, these turrets handle business. Of course, when they can't see the target. Look at that. Yeah, gun them down. These guys are a little bit behind this. I may have to move some things around. You need to get out of here. Oh, see, I can't shoot him from here. These guys are hidden behind the gun here. We're going to have to maybe move some things around, but it did pretty good unloading on them when they walked in. Pretty happy with these guys. Well, that should just about wrap things up here. We've got the colony set up and established. One of the added benefits, actually, is that we can directly teleport to here from the map view. Once you get the colony up, you can select it fast travel. So that's one of the benefits. Definitely like that one. But what I want to do next time, I hope, is to basically get some farming in. If at all possible, I want to start that in the next episode. We'll see how things go, though. I've got some other things I need to do as well. I want to upgrade some things around here, so I may get really hung up on that, and then we focus on something else, maybe putting down the rest of the colony buildings. I'm not sure. But farming is definitely on the list, so if not the next episode, then maybe the one after that. So anyway, as always, I do want to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time.